Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always, huge massive thank you for the support. So my new kit hasn't arrived yet, so I was expecting it to today, and I'm going to be honest, I'm slightly worried that it's got lost again. So it wouldn't be the first time my hunky dory mailer got lost. I'm not sure what it is about the post around here, but I thought I'd have a little look through, see what else I could do just for today. And I thought I'd come in with this Peacock Garden Deluxe craft pad. Still available. It's beautiful. Some of you may even have managed to get hold of this. I think it might have been either a magazine gift or a club gift quite some time ago. But it's actually available now as a deluxe craft pad. And if I just quickly pop it over, so you can see you've got your 4 toppers, your 4 foiled sheets, your 4 printed sheets, and then you've got 8 inserts all together in this beautiful little book. So I'm just gonna grab the green ones, which is Hello Beautiful. That's what we're going to be playing with today. Just get that to come out. And I did pop the cardstock out, so it's that one, and it is that one. Okay, we'll pop that to the side for a second. So I'm just going to be making simpler cards today. Okay, so I'm going to start just by bringing my scoreboard in, and we will score that down the 6-inch mark. So that's there, and I'm just going to pop that over, score, and then I'll just give it another score just on here. Now what I was planning to do is do a cutaway card, but I want to use these sort of bits on each end, so I want to sort of reconstruct it if I can on the back. So I think if I go to, I'm going to go to 1.5, but I think what I'm going to do is make it slightly less central, and we'll see how that looks. Might work, might not, but we will see. So I'm going to pop my card back in, and I'm going to go from the 1-inch mark on this side. So I've got 1 inch in here, and I'm just going to take that blade right to the center, and then if I pop that over, I'm going to put that to the 2-inch mark, and go from the centre down. And then what I should be able to do, I'll try doing it on here, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I should be able to go across to 1, and then pop that over to 4, cut those 2 inches off. I might just have to, let's come off quite nice and clean. And let's get the scissors. Let's just take that last little bit. There we go. So now we've got our off-centre card. I'm going to put it that way because it's slightly white on that side. And I will come in and just trim those top bits with my knife just to get those straight in a second. Okay, so let's start with a 6x6 mat for the back. I'm just going to take 2 notches off there on both sides. So that should fit quite nicely under there. And then this piece is 3 inches by 6. Don't know how big that is. Oh, that's perfect. Turn that around. So I'm going to go 2 notches under 3 and 2 notches under 6, and then that one should fit quite nicely onto there. Okay, so I think what I'll do, if I just piece this whole piece for the back, so if I cut it to 5 3/4, and let's see, I think I want to take the top off, so 5 3/4. So I'm going to take some of that peacock off. So if I cut it there, just turn it around 5 3/4, and cut into that flower. So we're still going to have the detail of the flower at the bottom, but that peacock is going to be peeping through. So not as much as I would have liked, but anyhow, it's there. Just thinking if I come over. Okay, let's change this up a little bit. So let's take an inch off there. And then, so I'm just trying to get it so that that pretty much is what you're going to see on that side. So I know I need an inch on the other. I could piece that in, but it's not going to make a lot of sense, so I won't do that. What I'll do is I'll come in with this piece here. It should just need to be an inch because that's what I've cut off, and then by 5 3/4. And then if I bring these two together, yep, that's going to be perfect. So then this piece here, I need to do a piece for my front, which was that 3-inch piece. So we're going to go to 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. So sorry if I confused you a little bit there. Okay, let's pop this out of the way and pop this together. So that's a good piece. Those are not. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is on the edge of my table here, I have my metal ruler. And what I'm going to do is just pop that along the top and straighten those edges, just so that my card looks nicely finished at the top. And that's a bit better. So this is a magnetic ruler. It was it's a We Are Memory Keepers. It was part of a little set with a mat and everything, but the mat, well, I used it too much. Well, not too much, you can't use it too much, but I did use it an awful lot, and then I upgraded to a glass mat and then back to this one. So yeah, it's long gone, I'm afraid, but I've still got the ruler, which is really useful. So the usual glues that I'm using are the Cutaway all-purpose in this one, and then just in the corners I like to put a little bit of Cutaway tacky glue in there, and that generally does stick it down a little bit faster. So I've got the lovely movability of the all-purpose, but whereas the all-purpose takes a little bit longer to sort of settle and stick, and you could move on to something else and it's moved, which is rather annoying. That Cutaway tacky glue stops that, well, to a certain extent it stops that happening. Obviously it has its own little amount of time that it takes to go off, but so just putting that in with an equal border around. Let's see, do you want that that way, or do you want that that way? We'll be coming over just a tiny little bit, and then I will put something on there to join. I think we'll go that way up. So usual glue again, all purpose, tacky just going to turn this around. I'm just sort of looking at that gold border around the outside, just trying to make sure that I've got that looking right. So then what I can do is just, I think one of these strips, where is that? Oops, doesn't usually happen. Okay, let's try again. Maybe I didn't press that down hard enough. Okay, so it's just tacky glue on the edge, so that should just come off when it's dry. It's coming off, so that's okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to take one of these little offcuts from the gold mirror. I'm just going to use that to hide that join. I've just cut that a little bit short, so let's just grab this other one. Go a little longer on it. This one's a little thinner anyway, so hopefully that one will look better. And it does. And for this I'm going to use tacky glue. Just going to get it on the right side. I'm not going to go too heavy with this tacky glue because I don't want it to splurge all out the sides. Just going to give that a little press down, and then we're going to leave that walk away. Okay, so let's move on to the front of our card. Again, just same combination with these glues. Again, with this one, obviously you could come in and emboss this if you've got peacock feather embossing folder or stencil. It would look really nice. There we go. That is where we're up to. So let's bring in the topper. So I was thinking, and I'm hoping it will fit, this long one here with this wonderfully foiled. I mean, look at all the foiling on the leaves, on the peacock, and that's going to fit on there lovely. And then let's have a look what we've got. We've got Fly High, Thinking of You, Birthday Wishes, Love You Always. I'm going to go Thinking of You. It's got the white flower on that matches the pictures. Okay, so I am going to put a little bit of a lift on it, not too much. So I'm going to go with the 1mm for this. Oops. Some sticky pads. I don't know if anyone caught the little launch that happened yesterday, and I'll be making the little Easter book, which is super cute. So I'm not sure. I think by the time I get it, you know, if I was to get it, by the time I got it, probably the decollage kit will have launched, or maybe even something else. So I'm gonna sort of hang fire on that for a little bit. Going to play with the perfect kit when that turns up, and then I'll see where I go from there. Okay, so I'm going to pop this around about in the middle. Actually, I'm just going to go a little bit over, so it's just coming over that edge a little bit, and we've got no pads showing, so that's perfect. And then I'm thinking, I haven't got any smaller ones, so It's just going to be a question of where we want that to go. I want to be able to see it. I think it's probably going to be better down here. I think it gets lost in there, or we can just pop it on the inside. Difficult one. Okay, I think I'm going to put it behind, so you will see a little of it, but not too much. Let's go with these 1mm pads again. Don't know why I'm all of a sudden on a smaller embossing pad, a smaller foam pad kick. But there you go. So a little bit of tacky glue, a little bit of tacky glue. And then I'm going to pop that coming out from behind so we can just see you. I'm wondering whether to put one of the other ones on. So look, so we've got a Hello You Beautiful. No, I'm going to leave it like that, which needs something, but I think I'm going to go with gems, and we'll see how it looks once we put some gems on. I've got some lovely bright green ones. I think those are going to be the best ones to use, unless we went with something like that. Those are quite nice as well. Let's have a little look. I'm going to go with these paler ones, so I think they're going to show up a little better. Oops, just drop those on the floor. Let me grab. So these are Crafter's Companion gems, and they've come out of a subscription box. They used to do them. I don't think they do so many anymore. I think they pretty much do them through QVC now. But they used to have subscription boxes every now and then on. And this is a box that's a bit like their big kits, where you've got actually I've got the medium one there, everything in, papers, toppers, maybe even a die, you know, it could be, but yeah, they always have gems and a little bit of ribbon as well. So let's go. I've got a little one escaping there. So, and I always just put a little bit of tacky glue under, just stops them drying out. It's quite a warm house, especially now I'm downstairs at the minute with the heating on and everything. So I'm just making up my odd number by popping those on. Like so. So I have got a little bit of glue there, but I haven't got my little, it does dry clear. Let's just grab, I'm going to card, take some of that glue off. And now they're going to want to stick to my tweezers. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first one. A little bit different to how I envisaged it, but it's just a little cutaway card. It's nice and neat on the inside. If you wanted to go ahead and stick an insert on that inside bit, maybe even on the back, you could go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to get ready for card number 2. Okay, so card number 2, I've got another piece of 6x12 300 GSM white card, and this is just going to be plain, well not plain because it's never plain if it's hunky-dory, but just a square tentfold card. Lately do seem to be one of my preferred sizes. In fact, if I had to pick one size that only one size that I worked with now, it would be 6x6, because I think it's quite a versatile size. Okay, so we've got our tentfold there. Let's bring in our gold mirror, because we've got the gold foil in. And again, we're going 2 notches off the 6, 2 notches off the 6, and then we want the other piece of cardstock, which is going to be the foiled one. Now, I'm not going to be using the peacock size. I want to use this sort of less decorated, although you've still got a beautiful border on there. So that I'm cutting to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Just check that those all fit nicely together on there. Okay, and this one's going to be a lot quicker than the other card. There's not as much to it. Now I think I'm going to put it that way up because it looks like the writing is that way. So let's go ahead. Actually, what I want to do is just give that another burnish down. I'm hoping you guys all survived the storm. My greenhouse did take a batter in. It's only like a little PVC one, and I mean, I'd secured it down well. Don't worry about that. But all of my plants were on the floor, which was the second time it's happened, to be fair. But last time it happened, I put all like little, I tied sort of a rope all around the sort of sides to try and keep my big pots in, and it didn't work. So I've moved them down to the medium shelf. I had to cover them with gauze because the slugs found them when they were on the floor, and we're making a really nice meal out of them. They're all baby slugs. I felt quite bad taking them off, but it's my broccoli. I was sort of experimenting with growing them in water, so it's in water and food, no soil. And to be fair, I had a lot of success with lettuce in the summer, which I was quite pleased about. So I planted some winter cabbages and some broccoli, and I didn't really, I just put them in the greenhouse because I didn't know whether I was supposed to leave them out or not. But they seem to, well, the broccoli have got little broccoli heads on, so obviously they are doing okay. Okay, so what did we think we were doing with this? We did think we were going, okay, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna snip and oops, snip. Yes, I've got little broccoli heads and they didn't get damaged too much, so I was quite pleased. So this is going to come across and across. I'm just wondering whether I want to do them lifted. I think I will. I'm going to put them on a 1mm pad. Where have they gone? So let's put those on a 1mm pad. Just going to cut straight down the middle there. So I was out there refilling all the water, putting all the food back in, putting them all back in place. Bought some string to go over the top I think the actual plastic is trying to lift now, so I bought some string and secured it a little bit that way. So I'm hoping, I think it's Jocelyn, is it, that's coming next? Storm Jocelyn. Hoping, well, she's not supposed to be as strong as the one we just had, so hopefully my little greenhouse will survive its first year in the garden, because I've not even had it a year yet. I literally bought it at the end of summer, sort of September time I think, to for these cabbages and that to go in. So let's pop that. So I've just picked a sort of equal distance from the top and the bottom. I'm going to turn it around and do the same again. Just got my dahlias in, so hopefully they're going to be okay, because they did quite well last year. I was quite pleased with them. I think that's, when Mum went, that's what I did. I bought some dahlias sort of in the colours that she liked, and planted them in the garden, and so just working out which way that was going. Yeah, and I'm really pleased with how they went. So I think we'll go, yeah, we're going to go on the walk with that. Okay, so now I just need to just pop a little bit of tacky glue on those pieces. I'm hoping I've got it in the right place. Yeah, I can see I've got some glue there. So let's just see. Okay, and then this piece we're going to have a little higher again. So I'm going to come in with some of these. What I'm going to do, just pop that across there. Across there. I think just a tiny piece in each of these squares. Let's just check that's not yet alright. And then I can put some PVA glue on as well. So that's going right in that corner. That's going back on the sheet. So this is a nice card for people that really like green, because it is a beautiful shade of dark green. Just get the top off. And oops, it's alive. Just put some tacky glue there, and I think we're just going to pop some here as well. I think it should keep it in place. There we go. So that's where we're up to. So we do need a sentiment, so let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got birthday wishes, fly high. I think we'll go for love you always. I think we'll go with birthday wishes. It's always nice to have a birthday card. And I'm going to come across this bottom piece. So, just wondering whether it's going to be okay there. Yeah. So I didn't want to put it under that gold piece and have that sort of arching down, so put that on, so we've got that in the right place. That is looking good. And then we just need some gems, and I think this time we're going to go with my favourite gold gems, and I'm going to do like a couple of random ones. So let's see, maybe 1, 2. Yeah, slightly bigger one. Then maybe that's a little there, and then so what we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Let's put those in there. You watch, I'll lose one of these now. I'm going to have to go through the pot to try and find one the right size. Okay, let's grab my picky up tool and my glue. Come on now. Henry's being really good today. He did come in earlier when I started just to see what I was doing, and I can hear him crunching his biscuits, so move that one a little bit back. There's a little spot of glue, so we'll hide that. So he must be getting used to me talking again. Tiny, teeny tiny one. Okay, obviously we've got the insert in the pack to pop that in as well, so that will just go straight into the middle, but I'm not going to do that because I haven't got the guillotine down here, and I like to cut those with the guillotine because it's the insert paper. Just I don't know why, but it doesn't like my trimmer, and I've tried it on different trimmers and it doesn't seem to like any trimmer, so I usually, the guillotine is better for that one, to be fair. Okay, so two quite different cards, I suppose, in that this one is a little lighter, this one's a little darker. I'm not entirely happy with this one, if I'm honest with you. I think it needs something else, but I'm not quite sure what. Maybe if it was decoupaged, maybe if we had some flowers or something. I may add to that at a later date and you know, sort of show you if I do, but for now anyway, that is those two cards finished. So I did tell you it was going to be a little bit quicker today. So hopefully my perfect cats is going to be here next time. If not, what I might do is come in with one of the other pads. I've got the hydrangea one, which is really beautiful muted pale colours, so it might be quite interesting to have a little play with that. I also did say that I was going to do a little bit of Christmas around about the 25th or thereafter, so we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed that Hunky Dory parcel has not got lost, and hopefully I should be able to bring you that next time. But thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Happy crafting. Bye.